Alright, today I'm going to show you how to do an oil change on a 2015 Chrysler. I'm sorry, I'm saying my last car. It's a 2015 Altima SV. But this will also work for 2013 and 14. Well, first thing I do is I always take off the oil cap. That way when I do drain it, it drains freely. Alright, and then after that, you lift your car up, you jack it up. I already did that. And if you need to be shown how to jack up a car, you probably shouldn't be trying to do the oil change. Alright. First thing you're gonna need to take off is this right here, this little clip. You can either use a clip tool or just a screwdriver. Stick it in that little part right here and then twist. Just a little clip. Now, you can either take that top one off and these two right here just to make it a little bit easier, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take off that one right here, and I should be able to get it from there. Alright, I don't know if you can tell, but that's the oil filter right there, right next to the wheel, right next to the wheel well. So what you do is you just gotta pretty much twist that off. I already took the liberty of loosening it, but if you just bought your car, it's going to be tight as hell. I recommend a band strap, because when they come from the dealership, they come tight. Alright, I'm just gonna loosen that right there. Let that oil drain from there. Alright, and one thing I cannot stress enough is when you take off this oil filter, make sure, here look, I'll even take it out to show you better. Make sure that this little rubber ring is on the old oil filter, because at times this will come off of the oil filter and get stuck on the car, and if it does that and you put the new one on, you're going to double gasket, and when you turn your car on, it's gonna spray out oil bad. So don't do that. Just leave that there for now. Alright, now that's draining. Pretty much done draining. Now, I'm gonna focus on this one. I recommend using a socket or even a wrench, but make sure you have a good wrench, because you can strip these. This is what you're gonna be changing right here. We'll just clean this off so it's not dripping. Alright, I'm gonna try to do it with my impact. Let's see if it's strong enough. And I don't think it is. So I'm gonna have to switch to a socket or a wrench. And I'll probably be using the socket. And you're gonna put it on this bolt right here. It's the only one on this whole oil pan. It's pretty obvious. Alright, I'm gonna have to put this down though to loosen it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see me, but alright, now that's loose right there. What the fuck was that? Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. Samsung Galaxy Edge Plus. Obviously something's fucked up with that. You just let that drain out. Put your bolt right there. I can usually do it quicker, but I did it one-handed, so it'll take me a little longer. Oh, what the fuck? That shit's still dripping. And I still have the oil filter off. That way all the oil... What the fuck is wrong with this camera? Okay, that's definitely not fucking right. And I do have the oil cap off on the top too, just so it can free even more. And I got the 5W30 full synthetic STP extended oil filter. And one thing I like to do is I always put a little bit of clean oil on this right here, just so that it's not as hard to take off the next time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We wait for this oil to drain out. Put the new filter back in the same exact spot. Put the same bolt back in. And then fill it up. I usually do the 5 quarts. So someone told me that it's supposed to be like 4 7/8 of a quart or some shit like that, but I highly doubt that little extra is gonna hurt anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just waiting for that oil to finish draining, and then we'll plug it back up. I'll go ahead and put the oil filter. Fucking spider. Just goes back in there. You want to find the thread. And then it'll just twist on. It should twist on very easily. You shouldn't have to force it on. If you're forcing it on, chances are you might be re-threading it. And you especially don't want to do that with this one. You don't ever use an impact on this. Make sure you do it hand tight at first when you're putting it back in, and then you tighten, because if you just go straight to tightening, it's not a for sure thing that you're putting it in there right, and you might be rethreading it. So always go hand tight at first. Alright, and then you just tighten that. I'll tighten that up with the socket. Clean my hands, make sure the oil filter is nice and tight on there, hand tight. And then that is it. You're ready to add oil and start. Thanks for watching.